one of my good subs sent me this link, and he said if I didn't make a video on this, he would unsubscribe. So that threat was too much. So here's the video from the Metro. Health officials recommend glory holes for safe sex during the pandemic. I want to know who these health officials are. Put a name to it so I could laugh at them every time I see them make a statement. So I've got to admit right now, I am very naive. I always thought a glory hole, I don't want to be crude here, but a bum hole. Anal hole, if you know what I mean. But I've just done a search for glory hole, and this is what I've come up with. From good old Wikipedia, a glory hole, sexual slang, glory hole, also spelled glory hole and glory hole, is a hole in a wall or partition, often between public lavatory cubicles or adult video arcade booths and lounges, for people to engage in sexual activity or observe the person in the next cubicle while one or both parties masturbate. I won't go any further, but here's an image. There's a cubicle and there's a glory hole. Oh, what's going on here? I mean, who put that hole in there? I mean, the people who own this bloody toilet wouldn't be happy with that, or maybe they put it there to satisfy their customers in the public or wherever this is. So yeah, they just make a big enough hole at the right height to, you know what, to insert something in there. I love the patchwork here, but yeah, sorry, that's what a glory hole is. So now I'll get back to the article. So these health officials, whoever they are, recommend glory holes. So there's a nice glory hole there being covered up in the wall. Glory holes could prevent people from catching coronavirus. Really could. Health officials say that. Now, health officials have urged people to use glory holes while having sex. Okay, so that we don't need beds anymore. Let's use our glory holes. So where do we have these glory holes? To protect themselves against any potential coronavirus threat. Guidance published by the BC Centre for Disease Control in Canada states that using a barrier-like walls, e.g. glory holes, allows for sexual contact but prevents close face-to-face contact, which could put a person in risk. Yeah, that's right. You got the wall in front of you. You don't want to see the person. You don't. It's probably good in a way because it could be a real an ugly fucker, and it's good that you don't actually see their face because otherwise you wouldn't get aroused. So anyway, that might be helpful in certain situations. Anyway, it also recommends lovers wear a face mask covering or mask during intercourse. So kissing is gone. No more kissing. You got to wear a face covering during intercourse. So yeah, the good old days of kissing are gone. And choose sexual positions that limit face-to-face contact. So obviously the glory hole is one of the better ones, or looks like the doggy style is going to come in vogue now. But anyway, glory holes are holes cut into a thin partition such as a wall that are large enough for a penis to be inserted through. Some are bigger, some are smaller. They allow for two people. Would be very difficult to have a threesome in a glory hole, I must say. To have sexual contact with one another while remaining in separate rooms or spaces. Coronavirus has previously been found in semen and feces. Okay. However, it could be transmitted through saliva and cough droplets, which means kissing someone with the virus is likely to be very risky. How dare you kiss anyone? I won't go anymore. Just go back to the glory hole. So, all right, there's the wall. That's our bathroom. The bathroom connects to whatever room, hopefully a bedroom. Doesn't really matter. Let's just drill a hole in the bathroom wall. Hopefully it's not too thick. Hopefully it's not more than 6 inches thick. Most Most walls are pretty thick. You know, they've got beams between them, and there's a bit of a gap between one room and the other in the wall. But anyway, hopefully you can find a wall that fits the size of your penis, and drill a hole. Don't stuff up your tiles. Make sure it's pretty, you know, circular like this. It's hard to tell, but because you don't want this shit. That's not a good look for people that come to your place and want to go to the bathroom or the toilet to do their thing. And it's pretty shitty looking. So, yeah, make sure that the glory hole is. Maybe you might need an expert to do it. You just, you know, I wouldn't do it on my own because you might stuff up the hole, all the tiles. It could be a bit of an eyesore. So, get an expert to come in and make your glory hole, and Bob's your auntie. You can go for it. You can, you know, invite anyone in the other room, and, you know, no touching, no kissing, no anything. You don't even know who the person is half the time. My God. But you better make sure that, you know, a gay person hasn't slipped in, and you actually having intercourse with a male-to-male intercourse when you're not gay, because that could be a bit of a worry. But anyway, you know, you can make a joke of this because it is one fucking big joke. Not just this garbage here, but the whole coronavirus, COVID-19, BS-19 shit is one big fucking joke.